What is BaZi, and what parts of a person's life is it traditionally used to examine? In traditional Chinese metaphysics, BaZi is used to examine inborn structure and recurring patterns across different situations. For example, some people act quickly, while others prefer to observe and analyze before making a move. Some people are stronger in learning and research, while others excel in communication, creativity, sales, or turning ideas into real results. Some people perform better in structured environments, while others thrive when they have more freedom. Traditionally, BaZi has also been used to discuss family, relationships, career, resources, finances, and changing stages of life. But one boundary must be clear. BaZi is not an unchangeable sentence that completely fixes your destiny. Family, education, social environment, real conditions, personal choices, and action also shape the final outcome. A more accurate understanding is that BaZi is a traditional framework for examining inborn structure and timing trends. Simply put, BaZi converts a person's birth time into a traditional Chinese chart. The basic information needed is the birth year, month, day, and hour. Traditional calendrical rules convert the birth information into the year, month, day, and hour pillars. The birth year is converted into the year pillar. The birth month, together with solar term rules, creates the month pillar. The birthday forms the day pillar, whose upper stem is later called the day master. The birth hour is converted through traditional 2-hour periods and calculation rules into the hour pillar. Together, the year, month, day, and hour pillars form the complete 4 pillars chart. Each pillar contains one stem above and one branch below, creating 8 characters across 4 pillars. These 8 characters are calculated from traditional calendrical rules, not chosen according to personal intuition. BaZi can therefore be understood as a traditional time-coding system that converts birth time into stem and branch symbols. BaZi and Western planetary astrology are different systems with different symbols and calculation methods. BaZi was not completely invented by one person on one particular day. It gradually developed from calendrical practice, stem and branch timekeeping, yin-yang and 5-element thought, and traditional interpretation. Heavenly stems and earthly branches were traditional symbols used to record years, days, and repeating time cycles. People also observed the repeating patterns of seasons, temperature, climate, and the natural environment. Earlier methods were not identical to the modern 4-pillar system, and their analytical focus changed over time. Traditional histories often treat the Tang-era scholar Li Suzong as an important figure in an earlier stage of development. The tradition associated with Su Zeping placed greater emphasis on the heavenly stem of the birthday, known as the Day Master. Analysis increasingly focused on the Day Master's element, birth season, and how other chart symbols support, drain, or control it. Later writers and schools gradually organized these ideas into the 4 pillars tradition commonly taught today. The underlying classification system of BaZi is mainly based on yin-yang and the 5 elements. Yin and yang are not simple labels for good and bad. They describe 2 relative modes. Yang is generally associated with active, outward, visible, and direct expression. Yin is generally associated with inward, quiet, detailed, and less immediately visible expression. The 5 elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, representing functions and patterns of change rather than only materials. Wood suggests growth, fire release, earth support and transformation, metal structure and contraction, and water flow and adaptation. There are 10 heavenly stems, ordered as Jia, Yi, Bing, Ying, Wu, Ji, Geng, Xin, Ren, and Gui. The 5 yang stems are Jia, Bing, Wu, Ging, and Ren. The 5 yin stems are Yi, Ding, Ji, Xin, and Gui. Jia is yang wood, Yi is yin wood, Bing is yang fire, and Ding is yin fire. Wu is yang earth, Ji is yin earth, Ging is yang metal, and Xin is yin metal. Ren is yang water, and Gui is yin water. And all 4 upper chart cells are selected from these 10 heavenly stems. There are 12 earthly branches, ordered as Zai, Chou, Yin, Mao, Chen, Si, Wu, Wei, Shen, Yu, Shu, and Hai. The 6 yang branches are Zai, Yin, Chen, Wu, Shen, and Shu. The 6 yin branches are Chou, Mao, Si, Wei, Yu, and Hai. The 12 branches correspond to the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. But an earthly branch is more than an animal. It can also represent months, hours, seasons, directions, elements, hidden stems, and interactions. A person's commonly known zodiac animal mainly comes from the year branch. The year branch is only one of 8 positions, so 2 people with the same zodiac animal can still have very different BaZi charts. The day master is the heavenly stem above the day pillar, representing the person and serving as the center of analysis. The month command mainly comes from the month branch and represents the seasonal environment of birth. An earthly branch appears as one symbol but may contain 1, 2, or 3 hidden stems. The 10 gods are not literal gods. They are 10 categories based on how other elements relate to the day master. Combination, clash, punishment, and harm describe different forms of interaction among stems and branches. Luck cycles and yearly timing add changing stages and annual influences to the original birth chart. Shensha are auxiliary markers derived from specific stem and branch combinations, such as nobleman, traveling horse, peach blossom, and huagai. Shensha are supporting details and cannot replace the daymaster, season, elements, relationships, and full chart structure. The most common beginner mistakes involve the zodiac animal, missing elements, and shensha. The first mistake is using one zodiac animal from the year branch to judge an entire life. The second mistake is assuming that every missing element must automatically be added. An absent element is not automatically helpful, and a frequent element is not automatically beneficial. The real question is what the whole chart needs and what role each element plays within the structure. The third mistake is using one shensha marker to declare that a person's life must be good or bad. All 3 mistakes focus on one isolated detail while ignoring the structure of the entire chart. A more reliable first step is verifying the birth date, birth time, and birth city. The second step is calculating the year, month, day, and hour pillars through traditional calendrical rules. The third step is finding the heavenly stem above the day pillar, known as the day master. The fourth step is studying the birth season, month command, and how much support or drain the day master receives. The fifth step is examining hidden stems, 10 gods, relationships, and interactions such as combinations and clashes. Finally, luck cycles, yearly timing, and shensha are added only after the core chart structure is understood. In summary, BaZi converts the birth year, month, day, and hour into heavenly stems and earthly branches arranged as the 4 pillars. This episode established the full system map. Next, we will explain each pillar, its stem above, its branch below, and how they are calculated.